Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pitchside Podcast channel. I'm your host again, the HOD of the PSP, and like, share, comment on this video, of course, what you think, subscribe to the channel, most importantly, follow us on social media. I'm at PSP on Twitter, Pitchside Pod on Instagram, and you can listen to the podcast on Spotify or any other platform, or listen to it on www.youbreathesports.com. What you see is what you get. What is in front of you at the moment on the screen is the official draw for the FA Cup fourth round just taking place today. In fact, as I speak now, the fifth round draw is taking place and being made, but in the fourth row of that draw, as you can see probably on the screen, that is where the money is. This is probably the biggest sort of note of sorts of this draw. It is going to be Manchester United versus Liverpool. That is the draw. First of all, as you can see it, Cheltenham are going to be facing Man City, Bournemouth versus Crawley Town, who defeated Leeds United, Swansea facing Nottingham Forest in a straight out championship clash, Man United facing Liverpool, and we're going to react a bit later to that. Southampton or Shrewsbury, depending on what is going to happen in that match, still haven't been played yet, to face Arsenal, Barnsley facing Norwich, Chorley facing Wolves, and Millwall facing Bristol City again. So the biggest note from this fourth round is the fact that Man United are going to be hosting Liverpool. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the games are going to be played between 22nd and the 25th of January. Which normally would be the return of the league, but because of the congestion of the fixtures this season and because of the whole situation with the COVID and the special season that we're still in right now, the games are going to be moved to this date. The interesting part, though, is 1 week removed from the 25th of January, Man United actually play Liverpool. They travel to Anfield, so Liverpool are going to be reversing the fixture basically. But in the FA Cup, quite frankly, this is a big tie, and certainly it comes at it will come at the right time depending on the result of their match in the league. Man United and Liverpool are certainly on a collision course. It looks like the title race is going to be primarily between them. We don't know how many horses are going to be in this race. It could be a 6-horse race for all I know. It could involve even the likes of Leicester and Southampton. Certainly, this is a wide open race this season, and we're guaranteed that nobody's going to be running away with the title at Christmas. The difference is now 4 points or 5 points between the first 6, so it's bonkers loads of craziness happening now in the league, and with all the rescheduled games and the games in hand for teams involved at the moment. Man United, of course, have a couple of in-hand games. Liverpool do not have ones, fortunately for them. So this is the biggest tie. The rest of the draw isn't exactly that interesting. Games that you could expect, clubs to come out of them pretty unscathed for the Premier League boys, but slip-ups could happen, and we saw Leeds United in the last round. They were out by Crawley Town from League 2, which is the biggest surprise, and around the only big surprise really. You can see City, Chelsea, United, Liverpool and Arsenal all in action in that fourth round, but certainly the big tie, the big draw, the big money actually in this FA Cup is Manchester United versus Liverpool. Now, this might be unfortunate for a couple of sides, because had Liverpool and United went on to face separate opponents and different opponents, that would have been a huge money maker for whoever side from the lower leagues is going to be facing them, because we all know that the FA Cup is pretty much a money maker for all these sides. Again, as I'm speaking right now, the fifth round is being held, is taking place by Peter Crouch, which, by the way, check out Peter Crouch, how he's it's hilarious, the way he's pulling the balls from the pots, and he's injecting some serious charisma in that FA Cup draw, which usually comes up pretty boring in sorts. The reactions, of course, for that tie, bonkers. All sorts of reaction from United fans being happy, United fans being angry, Liverpool fans being happy as well, or Liverpool fans being angry with this draw. Certainly, whatever side you're on, it is an appetizing draw, and definitely you cannot wait to see that happening on the 25th of January, and also most certainly you will not be waiting to see it happen at Anfield, an early appetizer of that round on January 17th. They go at it there in the league, and they go at it in the FA Cup a week later. Certainly I'm going to be talking more about this fourth round draw in the podcast tomorrow. Make sure you listen on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other platform as I mentioned. Also, I'm going to be talking about the fifth round, so then I'm going to recap all of that in a big sort of good little package, and we will see the options, of course, for that fifth round, and we will probably see some other big games in that fifth round. Anyway, I was your boy the HID of the PSP. Follow me on social media. I'm at PSP on Twitter, PitchSedBoard on Instagram, and until the next time, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.